You're on drugs. No, I'm not, Mom. You're on drugs. All I wanted was a Pepsi. Mom, can I have a Pepsi? No, you're on drugs. And welcome to the Generation Gap Podcast. I'm Lunchbox.
And I'm Gleek, and I want some drugs. Not really, y'all.
Oh, shit. Well, for those that don't know, Suicidal Tendencies Institutionalized is the name of that song. I fucking searched for that song for goddamn years.
Really?
Because I thought it was by the Gorilla Biscuits.
Mm-hmm.
And the Gorilla Biscuits were nowhere close, because the Gorilla Biscuits are like a hardcore underground punk band.
Mm-hmm.
And it's and could I just say Suicidal Tendencies at least have been heard of to a certain extent.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, and it's all because of, I think, Tony Hawk's American Wasteland that I started looking for that fucking song. God damn.
It sounds like that time I told you about my friend.
Yeah.
And his big fucking quest trying to find that song by Stormtroopers of Death. It's on, I think what is his name? I can't remember the name of the actor, but it was Pump Up the Volume.
Yeah.
About the teenage kid running the bootleg pirate radio.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a song that appears in it, and it was never on like any fucking soundtrack or nothing. It
was just one of those things that was kind of like a filler song or a way to start off a scene or something, or just something in the background. And they since they didn't have to play that much of it, they probably never included in the credits or the title, and probably just kicked him a little bit of money, and that was it.
In the movie, it's like one of his intros.
Yeah. They
like,
probably just kicked him a little bit of money and was like, here, you fucking jump off our back for copyrights.
Well, to get it, I remember he like sent off, got this catalog. This is, back in the day of cassettes and shit.
Yeah.
He had to find some that people that dealt with punk albums and shit.
Holy fucking Christ.
Yeah, sent him a special order, like, if you can ever find this, send it to me.
Huh.
And he finally fucking got it, but what he got was a copy of it. Yeah.
Like a bootleg.
Yeah, a bootleg.
From a legitimate company.
Yes.
You got a bootleg from a legitimate company.
Whoever had it wouldn't sell the original, but they were willing to make a copy.
That's probably because it was so fucking hard to find.
Yeah.
It's like, it makes me think of back during the early 90s, all the way up until like the real big boom of the internet age. In the independent wrestling scene, there used to be these things called tape trades, and people would, it was like they would take a copy of like ECW shows or whatever, and I try to catch a fly like Daniel, son.
Yeah, which we ought to tell the story of here in a minute.
Yeah, but they used to take copies, and there are people who are in wrestling today that used to be in tape trading, and they said they got like such like bad, overdone copies over and over again that you skip and do the long, drawn out fucking bits, and you didn't know whether or not that tape was going to hold together. And
well, that's kind of what this was like a record exchange. I want to say they're from New York City or something. Yeah, if you hear any weird noises, we've got a fly here, like, buzzing around us, and we have been chasing it and its fucking cousin, like, for 20 minutes.
Yeah, it's one
of the things we found out. With better quality mics comes the ability to pick up a fucking fly.
Yeah, we did some mic checks.
Mm-hmm.
There's one right. Okay, it's not landing. But we did some mic checks, and in the middle of me saying, or near the end of me saying something, it buzzed the very back end of my microphone.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's a fucking fly.
Yeah, exactly. It's like when a mosquito gets right in your ear.
Yeah.
Yeah. We were running around like fucking idiots, fucking swatting at them.
And I was making Breaking Bad references.
Exactly.
Which was totally over Gleek's head, so.
I'm not watching that.
You're going to watch it.
Someday I will, but I don't have time to commit to an entire fucking season or series. It's too fucking good. I don't need that crack.
I think I spent the first time probably 2 months. Like it wasn't the only thing that I watched. At the same time, we were at least near the end of my time at Dollar General. I plowed through Breaking Bad the first and second time. And
I watched the first episode. It's just too good. I just can't commit to a whole fucking show.
And see, that's the thing I never understood about like your excuse for not watching it. How can it be too good for you not to watch? Because you watched Firefly all in one day the first time, didn't you?
Yes, I did. Yeah, I watched all, was it 14 episodes?
In one day.
In one day. And the movie.
So each episode was what, 21 minutes, or was it the 56-minute like hour long?
I think they were like 40 minutes, 45.
Oh, so it's closer to the hour long runtime.
Yeah.
Probably because it was primetime Fox. They shoved some more commercials in there, and they have a shorter runtime.
Yeah.
But Breaking Bad, I think, runs about 46 minutes an episode, unless they do like an extended one. Mm-hmm. And there are very few of those. Like mostly they save them for the season finales.
Mm-hmm. That's probably because they were charging out the ass to advertise.
Oh yeah, AMC was making fucking bank.
You know it.
Like one of my buddies from high school, who had seen the series 3 times even before I got into the first. Because he watched it the whole time, first time through when it was all new episodes. Mm-hmm. And he told me that when he went over to his girlfriend's house, it was pretty much shut up for an hour time for everybody. Mm-hmm. Like it was just it's over. Like it was them. They sit on the couch, and he told me he did the exact way that they sit, which was slouch down, face forward, hands between the legs, and they'd say a fucking word for an hour.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow, that sounds like my father when it come to MASH.
Really?
Yeah, when MASH was coming on, there was new episodes. It was like, all right, you kids, shut the fuck up. At least keep it to a dull roar, please.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When I was a kid, MASH used to be the last thing that I had to hear before I went to sleep. The theme song was my lullaby.
Yeah.
Which now knowing that song is called "Suicide Is Painless," and it was my lullaby when I was a kid. It's got a little dark.
Well, my father used to play it on guitar for me.
Awesome.
Yeah, he'd play like the whole song, all the lyrics, and yeah. Somewhere he had a 45 of that shit. I remember hearing it like on the record player once or twice.
I can imagine my mom does too.
Yeah, your mom's got a fuck ton of records.
That's something that I should talk about here. All right. My mom has over 4,000 records and 45s.
Yeah.
Hundreds of tapes. Some reel-to-reel, of course, a ton of CDs, and she's now like fucking around with iTunes and shit. Mm-hmm. But some of the things she has an actual blue Elvis, blue Hawaii record.
Yeah.
She has a picture of Crockett and Tubbs.
Yeah.
On a record for the Miami Vice soundtrack from the first season. Like, it's never been played, so it doesn't have a fucking mark on it. She's
got, like, some of the old cereal box Archies.
The thing is...
Yeah, I remember they were, like, cut off from backs of cereal boxes. And
the thing is, the most impressive, like, the thing that impresses me the most with our entire album collection is her copy of Toto's Africa.
Yeah.
On a 45 in the shape of Africa.
Yeah.
What?
Well, it's like...
What?
Remember me about a year ago at that yard sale? Yeah. We went by yard sale.
Oh, yeah.
And I found that Madonna True Blue, the blue vinyl.
Yeah.
And I remember I was looking through a stack just old records, and the first thing I said when I picked it up, I was like, fucking sold! Which, I mean, it's not a super valuable collector, thing, but just the fact that it was, a blue vinyl.
Yeah. Which, different colored vinyls, they aren't as rare as what many people would think.
Yeah.
But it is, like, for major artists to have them.
Yeah,
like,
they generally were bootlegs.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Probably another really hard find to come by is, it's like I said, it's not super rare, but it's what's the album that has the Rolling Stones' Brown Sugar on it? With the actual zipper on it?
Yeah.
That's actually harder to find.
Oh, yeah.
Because they had to...
I used to have that one.
They had to replace... the actual zippered label with the flat label because the zipper was breaking fucking records before people bought them.
Well, not only that, but it was like when you went to stack them up, that record had to be on the left-hand side. Or left or right, just however you was wanting to position your records. It had to be on the end.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it wasn't rubbing up against the other cases.
Yeah.
Yeah, I used to have it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I sold like an idiot. One time I sold the limit that the post office will let you send is 75 pounds. And no shit, I had it come up 78 pounds.
Wow.
Yeah, and I had to split it in 2 different ones, but one was like a 3-pound package, but the other one was a 75-pound stack of records.
Holy Christ.
And I sent it off to a dude, and he said when the post guy pulled up that the postman was fucking pissed. Made him come and help get it off the truck and all that. Well, and believe it or not, they didn't destroy not a single fucking record.
Well, yeah. I don't blame the post office guy for coming up and asking for some help to remove this package. Yeah. A team left package limit by the books. Mm-hmm. This is a little bit of law for folks that you can make a single employee carry is 40 pounds.
Really?
No matter like how buff or big the guy is. Mm-hmm.
Well, then again though, if the post office says I can send 75 pounds,
yeah,
I can send 75 pounds.
So yeah, but I don't blame that post office guy for coming in here and be like,
yeah, come here, man. This got your fucking name on it. Come here.
Yeah, and like say if I was to order a gigantic fucking package, I wouldn't blame the post office guy at all for being like. Or like the mail lady. The mail lady fucking knows me. All right, she used to work down here at the restaurant that my parents eat at all the fucking time.
Are you talking about the idiot we got in town now? The new one?
No,
or the old one?
No, it's a female.
Yeah, the woman that's working up here now.
Uh-huh.
She's a fucking moron, man.
No,
not the one that was there for years.
Oh yeah, I know the woman that you're talking about. No, she's a delivery driver. She's not a.
That woman that works at the post office now. You can't go into that fucking post office unless she is talking about other customers, bitching about her job. I'm serious, bitching about the fact that she has to do her job.
I'll have to go up there again.
A true government corporate employee.
Mm-hmm. I'll have to go in there and see if it's her or not. Because
well, the other woman retired.
Yeah,
she got tired of the horse shit, and it just. They fucked her over. Basically, they fucked her over. They wanted her to quit before she got like pension and shit like that.
I think the woman that I'm talking about, they wanted her to become the postmaster over there at Greenfield.
Yeah,
and she didn't want it, and because she just wanted to continue being a route driver because she makes more money out on routes than she would being a fucking postmaster. Yeah, and that's just the way that it works. But if she was to come up and be like, look, Lunchbox, I'm going to need your help to grab this mega crate out of the back of my fucking truck. I'm going to be like, all right, no fucking problem.
Well, one time I remember I sent a motor. I sold this whole fucking motor, for a motorcycle.
Holy Christ.
Well, hey, fuck it,
Yeah.
Man, it's fucking business. And I remember I brought it in there and I had to reach up and I was like, be careful. I'm about to fucking crush your damn scale with this. And that one, I could actually get it on the regular scale, but like the time I sold the records, she had to go in the back, pull out the fucking 1940s fucking scale. It's been there since the 40s.
Holy fucking God.
Yeah, pull that out. I had to go in there and help the woman pull that scale out to weigh it. Yeah. But with this motor, I laid it up on her scale, and I was nice to this woman,
Yeah.
And she was like, I tell you what, could you pick that up, bring it back here in the back? And she opened the gate and shit, and I carried it to the back of the fucking postal thing, put it in her buggy, and she was like, whenever the delivery guy shows up, he can pick it back up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because, dude, it was like a 35-pound fucking motorcycle engine.
Well, when all of this shit came in the mail, like my boom stand, microphone and stuff, Friday, it was the same woman that I'm talking about that would help pull the shit out of the truck. And the reason why I would is because, first off, if my mom's vehicle there, because she knows my mom really well, if a loot crate comes for me or a big package, instead of putting it in the mailbox or on the front porch, she'll open up one of the doors of my mom's van and put it in the seat.
Cool.
Yeah. And my dad happened to be out there while she was delivering the mail, and she was like, "Come over here, Lunchbox's dad." And he was like, "You got a big package, don't you?" And she was like, "Yep." So handed him the regular paper mail and pulled out this long box. I said, "What is it about?" Like, it's about 4.5 feet long.
Yeah, it's pretty fucking big.
And probably shuffled it out of this thing and like handed it to my pops. And so it was a kind of a thing of working it out right there. But she's super good whenever it comes to like delivering packages, at least to me. Like I'm glad that my parents built up that relationship for her, because I order a bunch of shit.
Yeah. Well, I remember back when it snowed, it pissed me the fuck off. I was waiting for a part, you know.
And the post office wasn't open.
Well, no, they were delivering. It was snow on the ground. And heaven forbid that the postmaster couldn't pull up directly to the box. All right? Because a little snow and ice, you know, I mean, it's fucking middle of winter. So I waited 3 fucking days because they wouldn't. Dude, I saw the tire tracks. Mm-hmm. I fucking saw the tire tracks where they had delivered next door and then pulled out and skipped my box.
Well, they pile up. The city always seems to pile up y'all's yard like every fucking year.
Yeah.
It's just like, for some reason, it's like, we're going to dump all of the snow on Gleek's yard and fuck that guy.
Yeah,
like the bad part about it is we know the people that work for City Hall. They're nice guys.
Yeah, I used to live next door to one of them. Yeah, hell, he was.
They're nice fucking guys, but just for some reason, I think it's like it probably has to do with the distance from where they start on that road and to where your guys' house are.
That too, I think they just like, I know them. They don't give a shit.
Yeah.
They don't give a damn. And in fact, he'll be happy that there ain't people walking in front of his fucking house.
It's like...
Because Gleek here is very much a get the fuck off my lawn kind of guy.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, I am.
And I quickly found out that Lunchbox Mac Gazillion is too. I don't know. I haven't had that problem in this neighborhood. I haven't had people walking in front of my house because I live like right on the fucking highway.
Yeah.
But I will tell a story about how... All right. What's that name for bike racing assholes?
Talking about the weight weenies?
Yeah. Weight weenies.
Yeah.
I was pulling out of my driveway one morning. I was fucking hungover as shit. Mm-hmm. It's the last time I got blackout drunk on that Kraken.
Yeah.
I had puked earlier on that morning. I needed 3 things in me.
Yeah.
I needed Gatorade, I needed something greasy, and I needed a fucking BC powder.
Oh my god. Greasy is not on my fucking repertoire when I'm hungover.
For me, it helps me out quite a bit because it's like...
Yeah, it helped me fucking get it out of my system.
Well, you got to lubricate your brain with saturated fats.
Fuck that.
So... I was pulling out of my driveway. All right, I drive around for a fucking living in a giant box truck. Mm-hmm. I love when I get off of work and I can drive my van. I can see 360 degrees all the way fucking around me instead of like the 180 that I only get in this box truck.
Yeah.
Looked both ways. And I was just about at the very edge of my driveway. Mm-hmm. And all of a sudden, this fucking weight weenie does not... All right, it's not on the opposite side of the road, mm-hmm. but it's like up my ass. Mm-hmm. Like as I'm in the middle of me pulling out. Mm-hmm. All right? I fucking tongue the bottom of my mouth. I'm like, all right, motherfucker. Mm-hmm. Shit's on. So I whip it on out. Mm-hmm. I was like I said... I drive a big truck. Mm-hmm. I drive for 9 to 12 hours a day. I've gotten kind of good at this.
Yeah.
Like, this is some fucking practice that I've had.
Yeah.
I decide that I'm going to get within 3 feet of this fucker on the way there and wobble him a little bit.
Yeah.
Grab my shit. All right, at the store. I'm pissed. Mm-hmm. I tell my former manager that I'm pissed. Mm-hmm. And she was like, don't be mad all day, because if you're mad all day, the day's just gonna be gone.
Yeah.
I was like, you're fucking right.
Yeah.
You know, I was thinking I was gonna let bygones be bygones. Mm-hmm. As soon as I got down on my road again, I fucking got within 3 feet of him again. Fuck that guy. I have not seen him since.
Yeah. Well, I used to ride bicycles a lot. I mean, even as an adult, you know.
Yeah.
I've got some nice ones put back.
Yeah.
I've got like a really old 3-speed that I had restored, you know, kind of saved it from junk. And I used to ride the shit out of this thing. It's I'm trying to remember what year. 69. I mean, it's not a big name. It's
69. Yeah.
Well, it's a Murray, but it was the 69 model lightweight 3-speed. You know, it's good. It had chrome fenders, all that shit.
And it has the ball buster on it. Is that the one that you're talking about?
No.
Okay.
No, it's got a good seat.
No, I'm talking about the shifter.
No, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about a actual, like, racing 3-speed.
Oh, yeah.
English racer type bike. Well, I used to be real big into bicycles, repairing them, and to this day, I can tune a wheel, quicker than shit.
Like, you ain't fucking seen.
Yeah. I mean, it's really simple. But I remember when I went to Oregon, one of the things that I went to Oregon, and I was out looking for work and shit. I had already contacted this guy that owned a bicycle repair shop. And, dude, he was known for making a system to turn any bike. You could cut a bike, put these couplers on it, and make any bike like where you could fold it up.
What?
Yeah. He had these couplers that would lock. You could unlock the frame, twist it around, be able to fold any bicycle up and store it. Well, I'd already talked to him that I was interested in working at his place. I was going to be moving to Oregon. I went to go apply for the fucking job.
Yeah.
Go talk to the guy. That son of a bitch, okay? Instead of, and I understand he's wanting to make a sale. All right. But you got a person here that's genuinely interested in learning the craft, learning all this shit. And he honestly was talking to this old weight weenie 10-speed riding asshole. The kind of prick that wears the helmet into the store, wearing the spandex. You know the type I'm talking about.
Yeah. I've never seen this type. Well, I had never seen that type in person until that fucker drove behind a van.
Yeah. I mean, the kind of guys that actually use the fucking pedal clips, Yeah. They are sitting there having a fucking discussion. They are sitting there having a fucking discussion. And he's talking to this guy about how he should grease up the crack of his ass with Vaseline and inside of his legs, inside his spandex, so he doesn't chafe as he's riding. I'm up trying to apply for a job in something I'm genuinely interested in. But at that moment, the fuck it's hit me, and I'm like, this son of a bitch has snubbed me so he can talk to this old man about greasing the cheeks of his ass up. That was it. That was the moment. That was the moment. Seriously, I said, fuck riding bicycles. Went and got a moped. I was like, fuck it, I want a motor.
Fuck it.
Yeah.
Like I have testicles, goddammit.
Exactly.
I'm not going to grease up my ass.
Exactly. I to this day, every time I see one of these little weight weenie bastards, I want to do that. I want to pull up and say, so, how much Vaseline you got on the cheeks of your ass?
All right. I don't have a job interview story as disgusting as that.
Yeah, well, that was just a mind fuck, dude. Yeah. That was like one of those, what do you call it, closing chapters in your life.
I almost can't believe that I'm witnessing this right now, kind of thing.
Yeah, that was definitely when you write the story of your life, that is a chapter right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, the day I said fuck bicycles.
But to get the current job that I have right now, I knew the guy who was the manager and did all the hiring and shit for it because of working up here at the gas station. And pretty much told me like I picked my interview day, and I told him I was like, I want it as early as possible on that day. I have to work later on, or no, I didn't have to work later on that day, but I was like, I want it early as possible. I want to go ahead and I want to get it done.
I got shit to do.
Well, I knew I was gonna get the job anyway.
Yeah, but essentially that's part of what it is. Let's hurry and get this done. I got shit to do.
Yeah. So I drive up to the office, and as soon as I get in there, he's in his office, and you had to know this guy. He's tilted it back, and he's playing around on his phone. He's like playing mobile games or looking for apps and shit. And we're sitting there and we're just talking like, it's not even fucking interview shit, okay?
Yeah.
He's pretty much telling me like all that I had to look forward to.
Yeah.
And then he gets a text message. He's like, hold on, I have to go outside for a minute. Because we get shitty reception inside the depot. And so like I went out and I sat at the big long table that we have in the main room. And I started to the warehouse manager. And we had a little bit of a car conversation back and forth about the cars I used to have, and what I plan on doing to my S10 and back and forth. Well, the manager comes in, my former boss, and he's like, all right, Lunchbox, we're going to go on my truck and we're going to continue this interview. I have to take care of some business. I'm like, okay. So I hop into his truck and we're going down the road, and he's from actually New York, but he spent most of his time in Tennessee living around Clarksville and Nashville.
Yeah.
So he doesn't know the area that well.
Yeah.
There was a church going out. There's a church in Dresden going out towards Murray, or going out towards Latham, I should say.
Yeah.
And he didn't know where it was, so he kind of needed me to navigate him. And my interview for the current job that I have, it went over an hour and a half because he had to try to fix the GPS in this truck. And like when he was trying to fix the GPS from his truck, like I was talking to the driver of one of my coworkers now, and he was telling me like all of it. It was like he was telling me about how like their metric systems work, and like I was getting like free training for like shit that I was gonna have to take like beginning learning test too, and like and
pretty good sign you've already got this fucking job.
Yeah, like
you're already getting trained on your interview.
The last two interviews I had were pretty much just whatever, we have to do this and say that we did it. Yeah. Kind of things.
Yeah.
Because when I worked up at the Dollar General, and when they passed me over for management the second time, first time was by a woman just because she was older than me, and she had owned her own business before, which I don't see how owning your own business before is fucking justification for you being a manager. Yeah. Okay. Especially at a corporate business when you haven't been here half as long as fucking me. Yeah. Okay. The second time, I got told I was going to be the girl who had just graduated from college with a lab tech degree. Someone's going to have a fucking job in 2 months. Yeah. Making fucking bank. Is going to have a temporary management position.
Over you.
Over me. Yeah. I looked at this woman. And I was like, looks like I gotta find permanent employment somewhere else. Yeah. And she was like, "Oh no, don't do that, Lunchbox. No, don't do that. I'll take the time and I'll schedule it so you're working with me all the time and I'm teaching you things and this, that, and the other." Well, she scheduled it like that for the first 2 days, and then she reworked the schedule to where I wasn't working with her at all. So I saw the writing on the wall.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. That was some smoke being blown up your ass.
Yeah, because like I'm significantly bigger than this woman. Yeah. Right? I'm not, when it comes to height, I'm maybe like 5'9", 5'10".
Yeah, you're not super tall.
I'm not super tall. Dude, I have to, every time I walk through a door frame, just because of how large my shoulders are, I have to lean a little bit one side or the other.
Yeah. Yeah, you're more wide than you are tall.
Yeah, yeah.
And I don't mean because you're like
it's not
husky. I'm talking about it's some damn shoulders.
Yeah. I'm built like a goddamn tank when it comes down to it.
Yeah, you're a linebacker.
Yeah. But
come think of it, when you played football, you were a lineman, wasn't you?
Yeah, I was a lineman. I was right tackle.
Okay.
So I fucking squashed one kid one time. But I'll say that story for here in a minute. But she's like 5'2". Maybe 100 pounds soaking wet. Yeah. She told me this shit when I was like on testosterone supplements.
Oh, when you was working out.
Yeah, when me and Sick Nasty were doing like them 3 and 4 hour lift sessions. Yeah. And like I started popping veins in my forearms and shit, like just being able to flex and have that one big bastard pop out. Yeah. So she can visibly see that this dude who could fucking bench press 285 pounds was really fucking pissed.
Yeah. Not that you would actually get physical with her.
No, but it took me all that I could to not raise my voice.
Yeah.
But after I saw the writing on the wall from the way that she had reworked the schedule, the manager, she was second in the command at this time at the gas station. But when she came in the first time that day, I leaned over the conveyor belt and I was like, "Look, do you have a position open in there?" Because like she already mentioned to my mom that if she could pick anyone that she wanted to work for, it would be me. Yeah. So, yeah, that's. I don't know how many people I've told that story to. Probably not many, but... But she came in there later on that day because her sister had to come and get some shit. And as soon as she walked into the door, she was like, shake my hand, be my friend. So I shook her hand, and she slipped me a fucking card to go and put in an application online. And it poked my hand. I didn't know what it was. I fucking wrenched my hand back because I thought she had shocked the shit out of me with something. I was like, fuck, ow. Just like, here, stupid. And I just handed it to me.
I'm trying to be slick, you dumb bastard.
I fucking looked at this card. I was like, oh, yeah, thank you. I'm fucking stuffed it in my pocket real quick. But
oh man, a super spy you were not.
No. Yeah. I would have gotten busted by Mother Russia in fucking no time. I would have been like, I'm sorry, I'm dumb.
Exactly. I'm headed to Siberia.
Oh, God damn. I'm going to be a Baron Borscht for the rest of my life. But I went in for that interview, okay? We didn't talk about shit to do with work. Like your neighbor right now, who when she was manager at that store, we didn't talk about shit to do with work. She just pretty much told me what kind of uniform that I had to have, and like I took a drug test, and that was fucking it.
Didn't explain how to do nothing. Huh?
No, fucking nothing. Like I didn't.
That's quality management.
Didn't ask me any interview questions. I didn't even fucking sit down in the back of the chair at all. The only thing I did is I filled out a load of paperwork, which required me just to put down my name, social security number, emergency contacts, all that bullshit. But I had already put in all that stuff online as it was. So it's not like it really fucking mattered anyway for me to do that. I've been fucking amazed because the interview process for a job is the part that I fucking hate the most. Because, like, there are people that interview really well that I figured out the people that interview really well fucking lie.
And you never be honest. When you go in, and I ain't saying lie and make shit up.
Yeah. But
you can't be 100% honest.
Yeah, but most of the time the people that interview really well are the fucking laziest ass workers that you'll ever get. Like, that was like the true for the one guy that we both worked with over at fucking Dollar General.
Yeah, the one that left the place at like a goddamn pigsty all the time. Yeah.
That fucking bastard.
Well, that whole fucking, I'm gonna say right now, chances of me ever working in another one are slim to none.
I'm never gonna work in another one.
But fuck Dollar General. Fuck their corporate system.
Yeah.
Because I got fired over, what was it? I can't remember. Was it 25 cents? Wasn't it? Like, or nickel or?
I think it was a nickel.
Yeah, I think it was a nickel.
Yeah, I think it was a fucking nickel.
Yeah, and it was all bullshit.
Yeah.
It was all fucking bullshit.
But it
was an excuse. They just, for whatever reason, wanted me the fuck out. I mean, never mind the fact that I think it was because I was making that assistant manager. Yeah. I think I was making her look bad because I was keeping the fucking store clean, organized. And she didn't want to do nothing but go out and sit in the car and do nothing.
Which after that happened, dude, the fucking front of the store, whenever I worked.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't fucking care.
Yeah.
I just didn't fucking give a shit.
Have you seen it lately?
Dude, it looks, yeah.
It looks like shit in there.
I went in there and told the manager hired both of us because she works where I run out on route. And I've sold her shit a few times. But
yeah.
I went in there and told her.
That place looks like a fucking pigsty.
I was like, fine, it looks like absolute fucking garbage. And she's in a building right now that's like 50 years old. And that place looks really, really nice because, you know, she knows how to manage her fucking people. Dude, she might have, like, up here at this Dollar General, 2 good workers out of everyone that she has. And one of them, I think, I want to bone, but that's beside the fucking point. Yet again, it's one of those... apparently, I have this running thing of wanting to... And Gleek will testify to this. Ruin things that are pure.
Yeah. Well, who doesn't? Sometimes you just want to fucking smash that vase.
God.
You just want to pick that beautiful fucking vase up and just smash it.
You want to take that Flying V Les Paul limited edition Van Halen printed guitar out of the case. And you want to run your fans
All over it.
All down the fret bar. Just one good time.
And then pull a Who and smash it right over the
smash it and then light it on fire like Cobain and kneel in front of it and pray to the rock gods.
Yeah, like fucking Hendrix when he lit that one on fire.
Yeah. Oh, fuck me.
Oh, yeah. Not that I could ever destroy a flying V.
Mm-mm.
I don't want one. I'd probably sell it to somebody that'd appreciate it. But
This is the guy that hadn't opened up a box of collectibles and toys for 3 years just to decorate the background of
that Boba Fett would so be fucking opened if it was mine.
It's the only thing that I plan on opening on this table is the Breaking Bad figure, only because I plan on getting a higher quality one.
Yeah.
Not made by this same company.
That and you intend to get the RV at some point.
Yeah, I want to get the RV.
Yeah.
But
well, I'm just saying, Boba there, that would kill me. I could not have a fucking Boba without taking it out. I couldn't.
See,
how in the hell am I supposed to fucking make him go pew 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 in the fucking box?
The thing that ruins that Boba Fett for me,
that's a reprint.
It's the repro, and it's the Jenga or the Django clone.
Yeah.
Underneath the helmet. Yeah. I actually Googled what this looks like without the helmet. It's the same base they use for Jango Fett.
It just kind of ruins it.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's something I'm kind of worried about. They're talking about making a movie just for Boba. I don't like his origin that they give him. God damn it, go by the book. You know what I mean? He had a great fucking story in the book.
Well, I think if he's to remain anything, it should be a lot like the Mysterious Stranger. Yeah. Like, his backstory doesn't need to be told. Mm-hmm. Where he comes from, all right.
Well, you can tell the story of Mandalore itself.
Yeah, just tell a story about the Mandalorian race. Mm-hmm. Tell a story about the planet of Mandalore and the fucking giant city-sized dinosaurs that roamed their entire planet. They put through extinction. Yeah.
Probably have buildings and shit built from their bones now.
Tell about the Sith Lord that came in and struck a block of Mandalorian iron with his lightsaber and saw that it did not budge or melt or nothing.
No, that's where their importance. They were so important to the Empire. That's why they become the Imperial Guards.
Yeah. Like,
I mean, think about it. They're kind of like the Gurkha, the Indian Gurkha warriors for the British Empire.
Yeah, fuck.
Yeah.
But that's probably where that was based from, too.
Probably, something like that. Yeah. One of the colonial type warriors they had.
But, Boba Fett's backstory doesn't need to be told.
No.
It shouldn't, to me, they could have even left it alone in the novels. Mm-hmm. Like in the expanded universe, and just pretty much told the story of his interaction in between him and the other bounty hunters. In the book that I have called Tale of the Bounty Hunters, they don't even really need to tell Boba's story. Yeah. Boba is eventually he is such a main target of all the other bounty hunters. I love the fact that, Boba's story is in there, and it kind of recounts the behind the scenes of the how he caught Han and Chewie. But from all the other accounts that happened, like him killing all 4 of the IG-88 copies, him poisoning Dengar, him fucking over and Zuckuss and Forlong.
Well, I mean, you think about he was supposed to be the best bounty hunter in the universe.
How he just said fuck it and paid Bosk off to work for him.
Yeah, which this discussion could get into a thing, bitching about the Phantom Menace, because that was really crap. I mean, the whole idea of the clone troopers based on Jango, that was just garbage, man. Yeah. And
but if we that's something that we really need to save.
Yeah.
But
they are coming out with something else that I want to touch on for a second. Another backstory that doesn't need to be fucking told. They're talking about doing a Yoda movie. I'd read about the idea of a Yoda movie. The original idea of Yoda was that he come from the outer realms of the fucking known universe.
He was a slave for the most part.
Yeah, that he didn't even know where he was from because he was captured somewhere as a little baby.
Yeah.
And raised on a ship like a pet. and he didn't even really know where the fuck he was from. But then in the goddamn new movies, here's another fucking part of his race, like a female or something. Yeah, and they're talking about doing a movie about him or some shit.
I know.
I think it's better if he comes from parts unknown.
It's like...
I mean, maybe tell that story. You could tell the story of young Yoda, but do it from, it starts off with him on the ship as a young child. How did the Jedi find him and train him? It's
like in the Dragon Ball universe, there's a race that only exists of like 3 known people. And it's remember the guy that had like the fucking purple top on his head and was white?
Kinda. I myself have never sit and watched Dragon Ball.
Yeah.
Only when it's somebody else playing it and I happen to be there.
Yeah, I was just looking through toys last night.
Oh yeah, that one you showed me. Okay, yeah.
Oh yeah. But he was up on the rock with his eye closed and shit. The one that was like $150.
Yeah. No way in fucking way I'd spend that.
But Frieza's race is his father, his older brother, and him. Like, it's never been explained, like, where they come from, and, like, to kind of get around having multiple people from this race in, like, the newest video game to kind of make it fit the backstory is it's cross-dimensional travel.
Yeah.
So you circumnavigate where all these things come from by them being just a rare race. Which takes me back to the Yoda thing. Maybe Yoda's people is a rare race.
Yeah,
that story doesn't have to be fucking told.
No, once again, it makes him more special. He's the only one of his species in the whole known universe.
Yeah, like maybe he's even from a different galaxy.
Yeah,
like there's the same way with the Ewoks. Like the Ewoks only exist on that one planet.
Yeah,
like when again are you going to see like fucking more Ewoks?
Oh hell, the new movies you'll probably see them in the fucking cantina, and who the fuck knows? Fuck. You'll probably see them all over the goddamn place.
But the ones in the cantina, it makes you think that it's like, oh yeah, these are kind of known all over the universe, and like they have several ones of like the, I don't know what race they're called, but the women with like the tentacles on their heads and the guys with the tentacles on their heads. Yeah,
like Jabba's, what the hell would you call him? His front man. You remember the guy that come out and spoke for him? And, and Ula, I think it was, the dancer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you see these fucking people everywhere. Well, all right, they're a very populous race of like the humans, I guess.
Yeah.
What Luke and Leia and Han are.
Yeah. Yeah, they're pretty. Yeah, there's quite a few of them, obviously, in the universe.
Yeah, and so they've populated a lot. Well, that's the same way with like the people with the tentacles in their head. The fact that Yoda's a one, as far as you know, within the original Star Wars universe, you only see one Mandalorian. Like if you don't go by the prequels or anything.
Well, you did see the Imperial Guard.
Yeah,
there's no explanation in the movie though. There was no way you'd even know unless you'd read comics and shit later.
Yeah, but they didn't explain that Boba was a Mandalorian in the original movies.
That's what I'm saying. There's no if you watch just the original movies, you don't see a connection to Boba and the Imperial Guard at all.
Yeah. You just see it's like, oh, maybe their visors look similar, but then you get to thinking about it as like, oh, the Imperial Guard's visors look way more close to stormtroopers, and like maybe you can put a little bit of connotation of that together, but for the most part, you're just gonna think small eye slits so lasers can't fucking fit through.
Yeah.
So but that's getting into like little bitty details about pieces of a story.
That's what we do with Star Wars. We tend to pick the smallest shit apart. Dude, I've seen we've done it. We've sit and pick some of the smallest crap just to fucking tatters. A story I'd like to know more about, and it comes from me being a kid and having the figure and just loving it. Hammerhead.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And you only see him once, or you see him twice. You see him in the cantina, and I'm pretty sure you see him in Jabba's palace. I'm pretty sure.
I don't remember.
But
him in Jabba's palace.
What
like he might be in there. I just don't.
Yeah,
I just don't fucking remember.
That's a character I'd actually like to see more of, or maybe another one of his race or something.
Yeah,
I just always liked him. I mean, it's so goofy looking.
That and the guy that got his hand fucking chopped off.
Yeah.
I want to. That's an interesting looking race. Like, what language do they speak? Yet again, we are the two nerds that had a long conversation about what fictional language we would like to learn how to speak, and we both came up with the answer of Huttese.
Yes, I'd love to be able to speak Huttese.
The international or the intergalactic trading language.
Yeah.
That and Ferengi. That would be another good one.
Yeah. Which have you ever? That's something I'd love. I'd love to have maybe a poster with a list. The rules of acquisition. Because when you really look at business, and you look at what it would take to be a successful like corporate businessman, follow the rules of acquisition.
I'll have to look up the rules of acquisition and put it to the knowledge that I have of Sun Tzu's Art of War.
God,
because I've read that book 6 times.
Yeah. I still think the Art of Peace is a lot better, but it is. Read it. Just read it. You like it.
It's like the people that say the best Machiavelli book isn't The Prince, because he has another one that's like optimistic about ruling, and then you have like The Prince, which is pretty much stab everyone in the back.
Well,
but plant a home in the nations that you want to invade. Fucking sway the people your way before you even invade it, and then fuck shit up.
This pretty much explains politics.
Yeah.
Like
anyone that says the other Machiavellian book is better can go and fuck themselves. Peace loving fucking hippies. Get out.
Go smoke dope and fucking smell bad.
Go hop in your 21 window VW bus and go out to California, fucking son of a bitch.
Oh God! I tell you what happened. Speaking of California, all right. When I was on the bus, I'm heading through fucking Los Angeles, on the outskirts of Los Angeles. I remember looking off the highway. I'm like, Jesus Christ, look at this shit. There's no way I'd live in this fucking mess. But I remember looking over, and I could see a side street. And sure enough, dude, here come this fucking VW van.
Painted like a flower.
No. It was like a old Harvest Gold kind of color, like old 70s color. And I remember it's just bopping down this little road, and I'm seeing it from the bus, as I'm passing by. And it was this weird thing. I was like, well, everything's at peace here in California. It's right, just the way it should be. Of all the vehicles, I was like, yes. I am definitely in fucking Southern California. Here's a hippie wagon,
I would have wanted to see a green and white ice cream truck.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Nice Dreams. Yeah. Dude, one of the worst decisions I ever made in my life. I had the money to get a vehicle. All right. I ended up picking a 96 Oldsmobile Cutlass because Oldsmobiles are good cars. Well, not once they get the fucking computers in them. About I'm going to say 88 and later. Fuck them.
80, whatever the fuck. I think that's the correct year.
Yeah. But especially a 96 model. And, anything from that age and later, fuck that.
Yeah.
Well, I ended up getting that piece of shit. The other choice I had was a 1976 fucking minivan or a microbus. To this day, I have kicked myself in the ass for not getting that fucking Volkswagen.
Oh my God.
I mean, damn it. What the fuck was I thinking? Because what I was thinking then, I was like, well, shit, that needs a lot of work. Here's a fucking newer car, 96 Oldsmobile's a good name.
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck that. I'd rather have the fucking Volkswagen.
I know what eventually would have happened when you would get sick of the Volkswagen is someone would come up with their hands on the side of their necks and they would have been like, oh, if you get X amount of money for it.
I don't know. I'd probably everybody I've ever heard that's owned like a bus.
Yeah.
They want it forever, and then when they sell it, they always cuss themselves for selling it.
Yeah.
I mean, everybody I've ever heard that's had a Volkswagen Beetle, a bus, a thing.
Yeah. Like that.
That would rock, dude, to have a thing.
My mom really loves the VW thing, and
I paint it like a fucking scout car.
I hate it. I hate the way that fucker looks.
Really?
I really do. Like when it comes to just ugly, like they're.
I mean, you wouldn't want to like paint it Vermont gray and.
Well, yeah, if
Africa Corps brown,
If you're gonna have like a military, looking vehicle, that's fine.
Yeah.
But if you just want something to drive around every fucking day, That thing is fucking ugly.
Well, to me, that's part of its charm.
It's
so basic. It's just basic as you can fucking get, dude.
Christ.
You'd probably drive a Beetle, though.
Oh, yeah, I'd drive the shit out of a Beetle.
Yeah.
Beetles are awesome. Plus and they're fucking cheap as shit to repair.
Yeah. See, that's the thing that I'm kicking. That's why I kicked my own ass after not buying that microbus. Because I was like, God damn it. Well, it would have been so easy to fix what was wrong with it. And I know me. I would have painted that motherfucker electric purple.
Well, for me and the Beetle, like that, it was very close for the Beetle actually being my first car. We were just, me and my dad were actually actively looking for one. Because if I needed to do an entire frame-off restoration of a Volkswagen.
Yeah, you and one other dude can pick the whole fucking body up and move it.
That too, and it's anywhere between $13,000 to $2,000. That's it.
Yeah,
and you can redo an entire Beetle, engine and all.
Oh yeah. Hell, I watched a dude drive a fucking Volkswagen around one time. Didn't have a top on it; it was just a frame.
Yeah.
And he literally went out and fucking strapped the damn seat to it temporarily and drove it across his yard to move it and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because there's nothing to them. They just fucking... It's the most basic of vehicle. Like, Henry Ford could not have built that basic of a vehicle.
Oh, yeah.
Like, to get down to it, the Germans were like, all right, it can move.
Keep the rain out.
Less. Little less.
It's good.
Less. Moon wheel. All right, it's fine.
I mean, dude, it was so simple in the beginning that they didn't have taillights.
Yeah.
The fucking blinkers was a mock stick.
Yeah.
And it was basically a stick that would point in the direction you was going to turn.
Yeah. It's I forget who says this quote, but it's what is it called? An architect knows when he's done by not what he can add, but when there's nothing left to take away.
That makes sense. Yeah. That makes sense.
Thanks, Civilization 4, for teaching me quotes.
I want to play Civilization so bad.
I played a little bit of it today. I probably would have played for longer, but here lately I've just kind of had except for Diablo, which we didn't play fucking any of this weekend.
Yeah, I know it. What the fuck?
We have been drooling over these microphones fucking hard.
Tell me about it.
It's become like a weekend league thing, and I mentioned last episode of us playing Diablo, but I'm pretty much sick of like I played GTA 5. I think for a grand total of maybe 2 hours this weekend. I tried sitting down and playing Civ. I didn't like where I started at. Like I started up near the top of the map, and it was like snow and shit. And I was like, I'm never gonna get any resource advantages here, and fucking just quit the game. And
fuck that. I mean, that would make more interesting game.
Well, I do play
fireworks.
Oh, I do play games from wherever I start out. Unless I want to fuck around for a little bit, I kind of want to start in a decent location, just bang out a quick game. But I started up there, it kind of just sucked out of I want to play this out, and I hate this fucking minute. Today I started a Twitter account, which if you guys want to follow me on Twitter, it's lunchbox_GG, and Which the GG also means generation gap, as well as good going.
Yeah.
Like a sarcastic, good going lunchbox. Good
Goofy gonad.
Goofy goober. SpongeBob reference.
I think the Picklestick account is just what I'm going to stick with, because fuck it, I don't need a personal Twitter.
Well, it's for my random ramblings, which I can switch back and forth and advertise on both. I can put out messages for whatever.
Yeah.
But I got on Twitch, and I started a Twitch account. And there were 210,000 people watching League of Legends.
Really?
On a Sunday afternoon.
Wow. At least you can fucking watch it without having to run a specialty app.
But I was just looking at the numbers
fucking
of what everyone fucking plays or what everyone fucking watches. Well, I've been fighting a little bit here lately with whether or not I want to go back into playing WoW a little bit or not, like casually.
Yeah, and I'm debating whether I should stop you because friends don't let friends fucking play crack.
But
that game's crack.
Well, that's the thing though. I can control myself on it. Like we
listen to that. They were sitting there talking about it's crack, and you're like, I can control myself.
Well.
Next thing you know, you're going to be holding the mouse like it's a fucking pipe. You know what I mean? I'm under control. I know what I'm doing.
Well, we know people that can't. Well, they couldn't stop.
Yeah. That's why I'm saying the game's crack.
But we fucking hung out more than what I fucking played it the last time through. Except for I had, I think, one scheduled raid day a week, which was a Tuesday, and I was just like, all right, I'm here for 3 or 4 hours and fucking log off for the night. But yeah, I got into contact with the guy who I used to play World of Warcraft with all the time. But the reason why I started looking into it again is not only because I'm fucking bored of everything that I'm currently playing solo. There was 21,000 people still watching WoW videos on Twitch that just fucking sit and watch it all goddamn day. Right? This is a really strong community that when the servers are down, they immediately go to Twitch and just start talking with each other. And so you don't have to be playing gameplay footage. Back when I was in high school, there was a guy who was making a banner for his website. He was on Photoshop the entire time just making a banner, and he had still fucking 1,000, 1,500 people watching him do that.
That sounds like the previously recorded crowd, because after they get done with the stream sometimes, they have movie night.
Yeah.
They'll watch them play games, and when that's over, they're like, all right, let's hang out and just watch really shitty movies. Yeah, and they'll go pick a movie on YouTube or something.
Yeah.
And then still stay in that chat talking.
But I'm gonna sit here. I'm gonna talk a little shit. There's this guy named, and he's really popular. And if you even know a little bit about the competitive arena or battleground scene, there's a guy named Swifty. Okay. Plays I think it's a Fury warrior. And
now, if you hear anything in the background, folks, this is the day after 4th of July.
So things are still exploding. And it's throwing me off a little bit. That's why I'm having weird pauses at certain times.
Yeah, there's a split second of fireworks or 12 gauge.
Yeah. Fireworks, 12 gauge, or is someone knocking? Or the three things that are going through my head.
Well, last night they were setting them off and it was hitting your patio door.
Yeah.
And I thought somebody had knocked on the back door.
Yeah. But Swifty, I never really watched anything that he did, but I played on a server, and some of the guys that I played with, which I was in before I quit playing WoW, I was in a I'm not gonna mention their fucking name. I was in a guild that was pretty much on the verge, and some of them had already gone professional.
Okay.
I was probably a C string guy, but being C string on a fucking professional team means that if you're just playing for fun and gear, you're like, all right, we're already geared. Anyone want to come along and just fucking get carried? And you're like, yeah, fucking sure, whatever. I've never seen these fights before.
Yeah.
And they were talking about having done some shit with Swifty. And it kind of coincides with some of the stories that I've read on certain websites where they were talking shit about him. Dude, I saw it for my own eyes today. The guy that he played with was a priest when he was playing his warrior. Fucking carried his ass.
Really?
I watched him do a 2 versus 2 things. He was a Fury warrior, which that just means that he has a single handed weapon and it's just all attacks. And he has a holy priest that he comes with, so someone, or I think it might be a disciplined priest, so someone can heal an attack. They were going against a shadow priest, which I played, which was the attacker, and a holy paladin, which was the healer for the group. Dude, that priest was able to keep Swifty, someone who fucking gets paid by NVIDIA and gets free NVIDIA products and this, that, and the other for quote unquote being so good.
Yeah.
The other guy was probably fucking Joe No Name, just fucking played to play, was keeping this guy locked down damn near the entire fucking time and just beating the shit out of him as a priest.
Wow.
Like, I saw that and I was like, fuck yeah, priest.
Well, I think the reason I want to get online and do some of that, like I said, I've realized that I miss playing, like, with somebody.
Yeah.
I really do. It has been a long fucking time since I've been able, like with us playing Diablo, be able to sit down and play games with somebody.
And it's been quite a while for me too. I think it was like me and my buddy Jason, we used to play.
I'd actually enjoy it being able to play these games.
Yeah.
And the interaction, I think, with people in chat and stuff like that.
Yeah, it's like I was thinking about it today, or like if one of us sits down and plays Civilization.
Yeah.
If we're just doing a single player run, I know the other one will probably be in chat, or we can have like co-hosted games of whether it's both you and I kind of giving each other tips and strategies of like how to deal with other countries and then like taking advice from chat. I would really like. I had an idea today before I booted up Civ and just got disgusted with it in like fucking 3 minutes of having a voting chat on what to do next, like almost having like an interactive Congress and trying to sit down and play in a Civilization game.
Yeah.
Holy fuck. Could you imagine just the people going in there and be like, invade Mongolia? like
steal all of Canada's cheese.
Like take it, like going up there and be like the speaker, XXX 420 blaze it, XXX now has the floor. What would you like to give to the Congress of the great nation of Picklestickandia?
Yeah. Picklestan.
It's like, I want us to buy that tile of land.
Okay.
All those that agree say aye. Aye. All those that disagree say nay. Nay. That'd be fucking great.
Yeah, but you know how it actually would go. Somebody gets a chance to step up, and what you're going to hear is, fuck Canada.
or titties.
The fine senator from whatever says,
oh, baba boy.
Enter that into the record.
Stern, goddamn. Got us again.
Well, I think I'd get a kick out of that. Like you said, maybe playing some games that way, and it just, I don't know. I would enjoy it.
Yeah,
because I want to play some older games, dude. I think for me, mostly I'd be playing older shit. Dude, I really do.
Dude, I want it to be on YouTube. I don't know so much about Twitch, but I want you to do, and I want to see a complete Punch-Out run.
Or at least, as far as I can get.
Yeah,
because I'm going to tell you right now, I'm not going to beat Tyson. There's no way in hell I'm not going to beat Tyson.
We're gonna sit down. We're gonna study. I'm gonna be Doc, and you're gonna be Little Mac. All right?
Yeah, you're gonna steal my bicycle.
I'm gonna steal the moped. Mm-mm. I'm not gonna be able to ride. I'm not even gonna turn. I'm just gonna fucking walk it. And we're gonna watch some YouTube videos, and we're gonna read some strategy guides. Like when you get up to Tyson, you're gonna fucking beat Tyson for the first time.
Shit,
you're gonna fucking do it.
Yeah, well,
that's what's gonna happen.
If I couldn't do it when I was fucking 17, lightning fast fucking hands and
all it takes is some practice, dude.
All it takes is some practice.
Danny,
do you know how many times I used to punch that fucking code in, fight Tyson, and get my ass beat in like 6 seconds?
Danny Sexbang did not beat Tyson around the same time that you're talking about. And then on Game Grumps, he beat Tyson.
Really?
He beat Tyson on Game Grumps.
But you realize what would happen? If I ever beat Tyson, I'll never play the game again. that's going to be it. It's be like, all right, I'm done. It cannot get better than this.
It'll be like when I beat Mega Man 2 finally.
Yeah.
Like, I'll never fucking pick up Mega Man 2 again.
You've never beat Mega Man.
I've never beat Mega Man 2.
Oh my God, dude.
That is my equivalent to you not beating Tyson.
Well, I beat the first 3. I know for a fact I beat the first 3 Mega Man.
Yeah, Mega Man 2 is one of my favorite games of all time. The last time I played it, I was probably like 7 or 8 years old.
Okay.
That's probably why I never fucking beat it.
Yeah, I was 17, 18, up through there.
See there?
Mm-hmm.
But now I know the rotation. I've seen the rotation many times. I was like, oh, fuck, why didn't I figure that out when I was a kid? And this, that. And then I know one game that I'll never beat and will perpetually haunt my nightmares.
Mm-hmm.
And it's only appropriate that I have a copy that survived a house fire.
Oh, yeah. Ninja
fucking Gaiden.
Yeah. Yeah, good luck.
I know for a fact that I'm never going to beat that game.
There's one of them I did beat. I can't remember if it's 1, 2, or 3 or which one. But
it might have been the first or second one because the third one's goddamn impossible.
Yeah, I was about to say, there's one of them I did
it's
beat.
It's limited continues.
Yeah.
On the third one.
It might, yeah, it could probably is first or second one. But
because no one's beaten, except for, I think, Bootsy.
Yeah, maybe.
Bootsy and motherfucker Mike will probably be like the only fuckers to ever beat.
Yeah. Let's put it this way, I'd probably have to use save states on emulator.
And even fucking then, I didn't hear about the term Nintendo hard until like I got into watching retro video game players probably around 2006.
Yeah.
And when they came up with the term Nintendo hard, I was like, oh yeah.
Yeah, it makes total sense.
Yeah, because that's why I couldn't beat any fucking game. And as soon as like I got my Game Boy Color, I was like, I can beat video games? Like, there are endings?
Well, it's like me.
What are these words? What are these names of these people?
It's like me.
What is congratulations misspelled?
Me telling my nephew Smeagol, talking about NES games. And he was trying to play some stuff one time. He's like, guys, this is so hard,
Oh, dude.
I was like, boy, Nintendo don't give a fuck. Nintendo does not give a fuck.
There was a night I was over there and we had Smeagol, and you had the emulator going on the PS2, and I was fucking around with it, and I was like, all right, bring up NES Tetris. So I started playing fucking Tetris, sitting there, and he was kind of sitting on the floor in between us, and we were having the age-old argument of line clears. Of levels and line clears versus points.
Yeah.
And line clears.
Yeah.
And I don't know what side he fucking decides. He does?
Levels.
Whatever.
It's all about the levels.
But I remember, I got up to like level 8 or something. And then we were both, we had both been drinking beers. Yeah. And I handed the controller off to him to see what he does. And the entire time, I feel sorry for the kid, but he was sitting between us, and we were coaching him about doing different things. And I'm like, no, don't fucking listen to him. You got to fucking stack it to that side. And
you were both giving him different tactics.
Yeah.
Yeah, because me and you approach it completely different.
Yeah, because like I build up, I leave columns clear.
Oh, he likes it though. He likes that game,
dude. I watched a Did You Know Gaming about Tetris the other day, and they used it as they used it for patients of PTSD, and they would show really violent movies to PTSD victims or patients or whatever the fuck you call them, and then
shell shock people. Yeah.
And then they would have one group, that didn't do nothing, the other group that fucking played Tetris. Well, the flashbacks that were from that movie were a lot lower in the people that played Tetris.
Maybe it helps them work shit out in their head. It
probably does. I know they use it for that, and they use it for people that are like a little bit cockeyed. Because like one eye will work so hard that the other eye just gets worse. And they had it in such a way to where they only let the dominant eye see the top of the screen and the bad eye see the bottom of the screen.
So they had to work together.
So they had to work together to kind of put it together, and it fucking started fixing their cockeyedness.
That's fucking
by
crazy.
Playing Tetris.
Wow. Who fucking thought the video games would,
exactly
fucking help somebody at
especially
something?
Like the perfect puzzle game. Like, essentially, that's what it is.
Yeah.
It is the perfect puzzle game because it has a constantly changing variable in it.
Mm-hmm.
And it's pretty much... I would... It's not chaos. Mm-hmm. Like, if you just took 3 puzzles and mixed them together.
Yeah.
But it is such a point of chaos to where you have to keep on your toes thinking about it. And it's so fucking crazy to think it's like, oh yeah, we have a thing that can constantly challenge. And you, like, no matter how fucking shitty you are at Tetris at first, you will always get better at it. It takes quite a bit.
Yeah.
But it's one of those things, just practice.
Oh, yeah.
And it's not such a steep learning curve like some fucking games. I'm looking at you again, Ninja Gaiden, I fucking swear. I fucking swear.
Yeah. That game gives you fucking nightmares.
I'm going to have PTSD from fucking Ninja Gaiden. Because I know that'll probably be one of the games I end up playing for YouTube.
Mm-hmm. Well, you know, it's something I want to sit and play against you. And it's the only version of it I can stand. I want to play the original Mario Kart.
Dude,
I can't stand any of the other Mario Karts. I just do not like them at all.
I never had a Super Nintendo, ever. I only played...
well, I was never that good at it.
Well, I only played the first levels of Mario World, like Super Mario World, whatever. First, like, actually World, like, 1-1 and 1-2.
Yeah.
I think I've only played Mario Kart 2 or 3 times.
Really?
Like, max.
Well, so I was never that good at it way back when.
Yeah.
And, you know, my buddy and my brother, they both were, like, really fucking good. And they'd sit all night, dude. You'd look over into the night and they've had, like, one's got 95 wins, the other one's got 96. And I would just give up on playing, you know, because they were so fucking good at it. But, I mean, I enjoy it, though. I'd like to play against you at it, though.
Oh, dude, we would have to do a couple practice rounds before.
Just fuck around with it.
Yeah, but I guess, like, if we were to do, like, actual competition of it, I would suck so hard.
Yeah,
like, I don't know
I
any
would
of the controls.
Too. In the beginning, I would.
Yeah, I don't know any of the controls. Like, fuck, I'm like, does A make it go?
Well, shit, I haven't played it, and I honestly can't remember the last time I played it.
Yeah.
I mean, one time I had it on emulator for PSP, and it run like shit, you know, so I just I said, fuck that. And
just chugged its ass off.
Yeah.
Well, I can imagine another game that probably runs like absolute fucking garbage on a SNES emulator would be Star Fox.
Yeah, just give it up. It ain't happening.
Because it had to have that specialty chip in it.
Yeah.
You can't fucking replicate that specialty chip, you dumb bastards.
Well, you know what my test was for PSP emulators for Super Nintendo? Aliens versus Predator. Dude, for god damn, it was like 3 years, you know. I kept getting different, emulators. People would make better. I'd always try to run Aliens versus Predator. And it kept getting better and better and better. But I never got a single emulator for PSP that could handle more than like 2 fucking aliens at once. When they got more than that on the screen, they'd start blanking out and glitching. And that is one of the most awesome fucking games. Super Nintendo games.
I think we're gonna have to YouTube it after this.
Yeah, it's just a really good like beat 'em up kind of game. On a completely different side note.
All right.
I had something. I mean, for me, I was happy as fuck today. Just happy as hell. It's like finding gold.
Okay.
Just to trip over and find a chunk of gold laying. I was riding home, and I looked over. No shit, laying in a ditch was 2 fucking motors laying right in the ditch. I stop and look at them. Oh, what the fuck is this? You know?
Yeah.
I pull them up. They're horizontal side shaft motors. They're fucking awesome. These are old. I can tell by looking at them. These are fucking old.
Yeah.
They're good shape. They weren't locked up. Picked them up, put them, in the back of the bike, rode on. I got back to the house, started doing some investigation. They were built between 1961 and 1965. They're old, like 3 to 7 horse Briggs motors, side shaft motors.
Fuck.
Dude, I think at least one of those fucking motors, I'm gonna research it and I'm gonna figure out which one is the oldest.
Mm-hmm.
And that's one I'm gonna keep. And I think, fuck it, I'm gonna build that fucking motor up and probably put it on something. because why not?
Yeah.
You know, I've been wanting an old motor like that, just something to tinker with. And dude, it literally was. It's like for me finding $100 land.
Yeah.
Just to ride up and holy fuck, here's early 60s fucking motors, you know?
Fucking craziness, dude.
Yeah.
Fucking craziness.
I spent a good hour and a half earlier researching that shit. Like, I finally ended up to figure out exactly who made the motor, because Briggs, in their infinite wisdom, decided you're only going to stamp your numbers on the outer shroud of the motor. Let's not actually stamp the motor itself. And of course, all that shit's gone.
Yeah.
And I got on fucking eBay and was looking up fucking Briggs heads and kept going through it and going through it and going through it until I found the model where somebody had parted some ancient fucking motor out.
Fucking madness, dude.
Yeah. And then from there, it was a search, you know, when were these fucking motors made? You know, I found the range like 61 to 65.
Yeah.
So now I get to take it apart, start measuring some other shit to actually lock it down. What is it?
Fuck me.
Yeah, I'm going to tear into it, and like, depending on when it was made, all the electrical system, you know, the points and all that, what they're going to look like, the stator plates will be different. I love that shit, dude. To me, it's almost like archaeology, you know, being able to tear in something and learn about it, and I love it, dude.
You've been doing that since...
Forever.
Yeah.
Forever.
Yeah.
I mean, hell, I've got like fucking, 4 motors laying in my fucking bedroom floor tore apart.
I can't tell you how many times I've came over and like sitting there in the middle of the floor, like fucking with building on some motor carburetor.
Or one of us walk in and goddamn near fall flat because you're tripping over fucking engine parts. And
stubbing toes on engine parts.
And believe me, you want some fun?
Yeah.
You want some fun?
Kick an engine.
Kick a fucking engine block.
Kick an engine. Oh, fuck.
About 3 o'clock in the morning, you getting up to go piss and... Son of a bitch! Whew. Yeah. One night, I thought I broke my fucking toad.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it was probably close to it.
Yeah. But yeah, like I said, I was fucking thrilled as shit to find that.
Good.
Yeah.
Well, let's end this on a happy note, not a note of nerd rage. So
yeah.
For once.
Yeah, for once.
So... as always, thanks for listening to this special Sunday edition of the Generation Gap podcast. I have been Lunchbox.
I'm Gleek.
And have a good one, y'all. You can follow the Generation Gap podcast at PicklestickPod on Twitter, or shoot us an email at picklestickproductions@gmail.com.